by Neha Singh, Poonam's Chapals by Mukesh Chhabra. Page no 24. The Mysterious Stones of Haner by Neha Singh. Page no 40. The Perfect Doll by Mukesh Chhabra. Page no 64. The 100 Rupee Note by Mukesh Chhabra. Page no 82. A Happy Day by Neha Singh. Page no 100. Double Trouble by Mukesh Chhabra. Page no 112. Lalita's Gift, Neha Singh. Page no 138. Thank you.
The Watermelon God Neha Singh. I'll those who want to take part in the fancy dress competition tomorrow raise your hands, Suman Ma'am said to the students of Class 1. Nandu raised his hand immediately. Suman Ma'am noted down his name in her notebook. Nandu turned to his friend Shivam and asked, "Who will you come dressed as tomorrow?" "I will be king," Shivam replied. "Me too," Nandu said. "Copycat," Shivam muttered. "I had already decided that I will be the king. You are a copycat," Nandu complained. "Anyhow, I will get the first prize," Shivam retorted. "What's going on there? Stop talking, finger on your lips," Suman Ma'am screamed. Nandu reached home, kept his school bag in his room, and rushed to the kitchen where his mother was cooking. "Mummy, it's fancy dress competition." "In school tomorrow." "Should I go as king?" Nandu asked her with excitement. "Where will we get a king's costume from right now? Eat your lunch. Let me figure something out," his mother said as she served him lunch. Nandu's mother brought a large green costume with her. Nandu couldn't tell if it was a tree or a parrot. "How will this be? A large and green watermelon?" Mummy chuckled. A watermelon? Nandu's dreams of being king were already shattered, but to go dressed as a watermelon didn't appeal to him one bit. Shivam and the others would laugh at him. "Can't you make a king's costume, Mummy? Even a prince would do." Nandu seemed disappointed. "If you had told me a day or two earlier, I could have made it. I had made this costume for your brother 3 years ago. And what is wrong with this costume? Baya had got the first prize that year," Mummy exclaimed. Suman Ma'am had already noted his name in her notebook. If he now backed out of the competition, he would get a nice firing. Nandu didn't see how he could escape being a watermelon. The next day, Nandu took a bath and then wore the costume. It fit him perfectly. From head to toe, a hard, round and dark green watermelon. When he saw himself in the mirror, he admitted to himself that he looked exactly like a big watermelon. Nandu was happy. The first prize was his today. "You are definitely going to win the prize just like Baya," Mummy said affectionately. He reached the bus stop. The school bus was approaching. He saw Shivam sitting at the window, dressed like a king. A golden crown, beads around his neck, shiny red coat, and he was holding a small sword too. He had even painted a large, bushy moustache on himself. Nandu was sad now. Shivam was sure to laugh at him when he would see him as a watermelon instead of a king. How could a watermelon match up to a king? The entire school would mock him. And what if Shivam swung his sword on the mere watermelon? That would be really humiliating. The bus was still at a distance. Nandu ran and hid behind the wall. He spotted a truck close by. He quickly climbed into the truck and lay down on its floor. The bus driver honked, but Nandu didn't move. The bus driver gave up, and the bus moved. On Nandu was just about to get off the truck, but the truck started moving too. Now all he could do was to just remain hidden in the truck. The truck was filled with a fruity fragrance. Nandu looked around. Fruits everywhere. Bananas, apples, guavas, pears and watermelons. What luck! "Wherever the truck stops now, I will get off and go home." Nandu dozed off as he made these plans. "Come on, get all the stuff off," someone was screaming. Nandu's heart sank. How could he escape now? 3-4 men opened the back of the truck. Nandu panicked and jumped into one of the baskets with watermelons in it and sat there. 2 men got on the truck and started unloading the baskets of fruit one by one. Oh God, please don't get me into further trouble. Nandu broke into a cold sweat as he prayed silently. The two men were now standing really close to him. They picked up the basket that Nandu was sitting in with the rest of the watermelons. "The watermelons are quite heavy this time, Baya," one of them said. "Spoken like a fool."
Again, watermelons are always heavy. I am yet to see a light watermelon, the other one said. You are right, Baya. The first one was confused. Are these people thinking that I am a watermelon too? Nandu spoke to himself. The basket Nandu was sitting in was now unloaded. Nandu peeked out through the holes that were made for eyes in the watermelon costume. He was in the vegetable and fruit market. It was all vegetables and fruit everywhere he looked. The basket was again up, and this time Nandu was just about to fall. Aye, watch out. Nandu screamed. Baya, did you hear something? What? The other one asked. I heard a child talking from among the watermelons. The first one said. Get your ears checked and your brains too, the second one replied. You are right, Baya. The first one was confused again. The two men emptied out the watermelon baskets and placed each watermelon in order at the watermelon shop. Nandu fit perfectly in the row of watermelons. He kept sitting like a statue. Mummy's dress has saved me this time. Now, how do I get out of here? Nandu was lost in deep thought. As soon as the shopkeeper looks away, I will escape. But the shopkeeper didn't budge from his stool. Watermelons, sweet, juicy, cooling in this summer heat. Watermelons, 50 for a kilo. Watermelons, he would scream once in a while and then go quiet. Such a beautiful place this was. Wherever you looked, there were colors. Red, yellow, green, black, orange fruit, and vegetables of all kinds. The shopkeepers were sprinkling water on their vegetables and calling out to the people buying vegetables. I am really hungry. Wish I could eat a banana, Nandu thought. There was a banana cart right next to him. Nandu's mouth watered. He slowly extended his hand, picked up a banana and quickly hid it under his dress. Who stole my banana? The banana seller yelled at the watermelon seller. Have you gone mad? Why should I steal your stale banana? Be God-fearing, if only a little. I saw it with my own eyes. Someone from your shop picked up a banana, the banana seller said. Nandu was eating the banana inside his costume. He quickly gulped it down and threw the peel outside. The banana seller noticed the peel in the middle of the fight. Look at this, just look at it. The truth is here for everyone to see. If you didn't steal my banana, then where did this peel appear from? From the skies above? Your God stole my banana and threw the peel down from the heaven above, the banana seller screamed. Now it was the watermelon seller's turn to get angry. You are a strange man. Be God-fearing, if only a little, he yelled back. Both kept yelling at one another. Tea and let the heat out. The tea seller gave tiny glasses of tea to everyone. The watermelon seller had just about finished his tea when a customer came to his shop. How much for the watermelons, Baya? Nandu's ears pricked. This was Mummy's voice. God has heard my pleas. It would be so much better if Mummy bought me and took me home than to get beaten up by this watermelon seller. I may get a few spanks, but at least I will reach home in one piece, Nandu spoke to himself yet again. Mummy looked around her. So did the watermelon seller. Madam, you said something? The watermelon seller asked. No, I thought it was you who said something. Mummy replied. Today is a very strange day. In the morning a cat had crossed my path. That is why everything is going wrong today. I will go to the temple and bow my head in front of God. Be God-fearing, if only a little, the watermelon seller said. Mummy was standing right in front of Nandu and looking at the watermelons. But she still didn't recognize him. She picked up a watermelon. I will take this one. The watermelon seller weighed the watermelon, put it in a bag, and gave it to Mummy. Will it be sweet? Mummy asked. Of course it will be. I check each and every watermelon before putting it in my shop, the watermelon seller said with pride. Mummy, don't leave me here, Nandu said absent-mindedly. Mummy and the watermelon seller were surprised and started looking here and there. Be God-fearing, if only a little. I am off to the temple. The watermelon seller picked up his arm cloth and walked off quickly. Nandu got an idea. When the watermelon seller returned, Nandu pushed the watermelon next to him on the ground. The watermelon seller picked it up and put it back in its place. Nandu again pushed the watermelon. The watermelon seller again picked it up and put it back in its place. Who is this troublemaker? He screamed. Nandu pushed off 2 watermelons this time. Be God-fearing, if only a little. What is going on today? I hope this is not to do with some ghost or evil spirits. Nandu was waiting just for this moment. He spoke in a loud and heavy voice. Son, I am not a ghost or an evil spirit, but the Lord of Watermelons. You are a good watermelon seller, and that is why I was pleased with you and decided to come to your shop. The watermelon seller's jaw dropped. He stood still for a while, then fell to the floor and touched the ground with his forehead. The Lord of Watermelons himself. I can't believe my own ears. I go to the temple every day. I am very God-fearing. This is the result of that. Be God-fearing, if only a little, the watermelon seller said. Now do what I tell you. Close your eyes and turn around, and chant this mantra 1001 times. If you do as told, I will be very pleased and your business will progress manifold. 1 watermelon, 2 watermelons, 3 watermelons, 4 watermelons, 4 watermelons, 3 watermelons, 2 watermelons, 1 watermelon. The watermelon seller did exactly as told. That was it. Nandu quickly jumped off and started running. The vendors around him were utterly surprised. The banana seller said, "Oh, watermelon seller, your watermelon is running away." The watermelon seller yelled, "Be quiet, you fool. That isn't a watermelon, but the Lord of Watermelons himself. Can't you see I am chanting the mantra given by him? Be God-fearing, if only a little." All the vendors heard this and began laughing. The watermelon seller had shut his eyes tight and was chanting the mantra, while the Lord of Watermelons had taken flight. The banana seller saw the Lord of Watermelons. He began running after him. Let me solve this mystery once and for all. I am sure this is the banana thief, the banana seller said. Meanwhile, Nandu ran as fast as his legs could carry him. The watermelon seller turned around and saw the banana seller running after the Lord of Watermelons. He was furious. He also began running to save the Lord of Watermelons from the evil banana seller. It was a strange sight. A large watermelon running, the banana seller behind him, and the watermelon seller, holding his pajamas up, running behind them. The entire vegetable market was in splits just watching them. Some cycles, scooters, and rickshaws also stopped to watch this amazing race. Finally, the watermelon seller caught hold of the banana seller's ankle and he fell. "You are a very strange man. Leave the Lord of Watermelons alone," the watermelon seller cried. "Oh, good God, are you totally stupid? This is no lord, he is the banana thief," the banana seller yelled back. They started fighting, and meanwhile Nandu's school bus came that way. All the children peeped out of the windows and saw the watermelon seller and the banana seller fighting. The other vegetable vendors had gathered around them. "Look at that, a giant watermelon!" Shivam screamed from the window. "Lord of Watermelons, you go from here. Leave this crazy man for me to handle," the watermelon seller screamed. Nandu raised his hand in blessing to the watermelon seller. One of the vendors chuckled, "Long live the Lord of Watermelons." The others piped in too, "Long live the Lord of Watermelons." Nandu got on his school bus. All the children looked at him with wonder. Just then a tiny kid said, "This is Nandu." All the children surrounded him and started asking him questions. When Nandu told them the entire day's events, they burst out laughing. Nandu saw the prize-winning trophy in Shivam's hands. "So you did come first, after all," Nandu said. "Yes, I did. But you're the great lord of the watermelons, Shivam said with a smile. Nandu hopped and jumped his way home, hugged his mother and said, "Mummy, this watermelon costume is the best. Today was such good fun. I will wear this same dress next year as well, and my name will be Lord of the Watermelons." Mummy looked at him curiously.